Dear future me. Here's a little recap of what 2022 felt like. It was adventurous, refining, and full of newfound compassion. It's like you blinked and you've suddenly entered adulthood. Not like you haven't felt a hint of that for a second, but this past year you saw the world, learned what it feels like to celebrate independence, and started navigating a new stage of your life most presently. January. Who would have thought that you'd start your first week of the year cooped up at home with COVID-19? Wishing so badly you were in Italy with your friends, you overlooked how the Lord was teaching you the exact lesson you had hoped to learn through your word of the year. Pursue. More on that later. Becoming a resident of a country you've dreamed of revisiting since childhood was everything you expected and more. Life felt romanticized in the most dramatic ways. Cappuccino con soyas and chocolato brioche every morning, gelato at least once a day, and farmers markets to buy your groceries. To study architecture in a land full of beauty was an honor. Finally have accepted how this season is a beautiful, beautiful Sabbath, a period of immense rest, even in the midst of a wilderness in every sense. You ended the month doing probably one of the things you're less proud of, taking a 10-hour train ride through 4 countries you knew nothing about, with no phone service. Lots of wisdom gained with irreplaceable memories with a dear friend. February. You all started traveling more. You and Marla took a girls' trip to Vienna and thrifted and strolled around the streets of composers you spent years studying the work of.
Donut fratelli.
We did.
With crema.
Maybe schnitzel.
Bed. 9 out of 10.
Oh my god. It was gonna be in that.
You watched the 4 seasons in a music hall you spent hours studying for class, and made new memories that were so random while finding a new favorite food. Then all the class field trips began. Moments I never want to forget. Finding my dream overalls on the streets of Rome, the same day we only had 5 minutes to bask in the glory of the Colosseum.
We did not actually enjoy the Colosseum.
Hearing the start of ABBA in the middle of Mel's presentation to dance at the top of the Spanish Steps with the girlies.
It's fine, you heard it before.
Dude.
We ate at Rigetti's and recounted the events of Rome before waking up to hop on a train all over again. March. On the bus to Switzerland currently, listening to worship as they roll past mountain homes and snowy peaks. Absolute rest in the Alps, even when you didn't want it at first. This month, you capitalized on consuming your favorite lunch while you could. Solo traveled even more, and found friends on that side of the globe. It was also this month you started missing home big time. How do you process missing what once was your normal in a place you had always dreamed of being? The weight you placed on the role of travel in your life was shifting. April. Graduation was truly the light at the end of this tunnel. Here you were having full-on Italian conversations with the locals, taking longer studio breaks at the piazza or walks to top of Monte Barrico and the Bunny Park. Even through the stress, you were learning lessons your summer self would soon learn all over again. If we force ourselves to not focus on the pain so much, there's always good surrounding us, because God is with us, and all He is good. Study abroad. All of it felt like a gift, one you want to keep fighting to remember. Summer! Back home for the summer started out so lovely, with a sweet sister-like friend with you for a week to kickstart this new business lifestyle. Those next 3 months were exactly what you expected, saying yes to such a big adventure. all the hard stuff.
Your self-esteem is very much affected by the quality of how you think your work is, so
Imposter
there's a
syndrome,
possibility I could work a part-time job.
figuring out your brand, teaching yourself everything.
Do you know why I'm crying?
The summer of transition wouldn't have been the same without the newest addition to your life, Alyssa Morrison. Thank you, Indy Lowe, for introducing us. Alyssa was an answer to a prayer I didn't even realize I was praying. She believes in me and makes life fun. A creative friend I really cherish for a million reasons other than the fact that she knows when to push me in my craft. The yin to my yang, one might say. Not to mention she's full of beauty and absolutely kills me on a daily basis. 3 months passed where I kind of forgot the point of it all. Pursuing the Lord through thick and thin. I lost sight of who He created me to be, and it took a bit of time to remember my identity in Him and feel like myself. Most simply, but in this new level of life unlocked in this thing we navigate as adults, a career. Lots of trips home to process, spending time with Dad, tearing up watching him start to find everlasting peace in Jesus, being in a place that excites you about your creative side, driving past streets you once did in high school, reminding yourself you actually are doing the thing you always wanted to. Waking up these days excited that it looks different than yesterday and that my future is so clearly in the hands of the Lord. He has made me joyful again, a statement not so dependent on my circumstances, but rather the posture of my heart. During this summer, though, you gained more clarity on the next step of your life. Moving to a new place, to take on a new kingdom adventure. It was a beautiful way to usher in a new part of the year. Feeling comfortable in your new life rhythms. Becoming a barista. Creating as a job. Feeling life go fast enough you're forced to notice the beauty in the ordinary more clearly. August 2nd, 2022. I'm excited for this year or so of hustle. A space where God can teach me how to conquer the mundane and a place I can rediscover His peace. This month, you spent more time with Mom and Dad in a while. You left the quaint little home you enjoyed summer in and moved in with Marla, which has proved to be your favorite living situation thus far. Last second, you visited the West Coast. Not something you thought you'd get to check off your bucket list. A really special week, exploring and learning. September. You spent a weekend with old and new friends that surprisingly made you feel even more like yourself. Visited your favorite city yet again. Went on adventures you still laugh about.
Nice.
And then you went back just a few weeks later. Partly because of your unfortunate car reality that may or may not have been caused by your consistent inability to park forward. My favorite month in the year in 3 words? Re-inspired. Revitalizing. Refreshing. October and November, you documented even more. Processed some new and known feelings, and lived life with your hands even more open. All highlighting the reality of the importance and gift of the Lord's friendship. November 28th, 2022. What I've gathered from these past few hours is a simplicity and strength present in Cliff's advice about writing. He told me, look at the painting in front of you and soak it in. Where's the beauty? Where's the joy?
Hey vlog. I'm back.
December 8th, 2022. Last month, I texted a friend, "Time is moving so fast, I can't even stop to think about how fast it's moving." The kinds of days you have to continuously tap your phone screen to check what day it is. Ones you get to wake up halfway in the day to the fact that your reality was once a dream of yours. 2022 was a year that felt like growing up. Through the adventure and long work days, it proved what it feels like to be molded even still. Abiding became even more of a delight. Time off mattered. Good friends became precious.
Me? Oh, I like this one. I forgot this one. Okay. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll start singing.
And I really want to try it. Wait, really?
Gracious.
Welcome to the vlog. First one, Quiva. You're making that up.
Feeling Wednesday. No, that's all the time now. It's like a party.
We're gonna be here until 8 a.m.
Just go, Helen.
I just got home from Israel.
Hear the voice?
Here are my mailboxes.
Tour guide named Amir. He'll make you stop at this place near the Dead Sea, okay? Welcome to Rome!
Smash, like, and subscribe.
I'm here with Becca. We're gonna go.
Oh!
Swap Brandon. Amen to that.
Well, I just wanted to check in with you guys. Okay, bye.